Yo, what is up, y'all? No Mercy TV Podcast. We're gonna be back on schedule soon with visuals and everything. Just a lot of changes being made right now. You know, scheduling conflicts. It's a lot going on. This is my platform. This is my platform for me to talk to y'all. So, you know, I can always be open and honest with y'all, and just being 100 as far as things that's going on in my life. You feel me? And I'm not a political person. I only speak in truth. And when I have a platform, it's up to me to keep my listeners and everything abreast as to what's going on. And this Jesserican thing is something I definitely gotta speak on so people understand what's going on. Now let's get this straight, man. Jesserican, my nigga, you feel me? Like, fuck with the bro heavy. You feel me? Like, we've done business together, broke bread, etc., etc. And we've had a good, working relationship as far as, with Battle Rap Arena, etc., etc. Certain things that was going on. And the support has always been there. But at the same time, it's like, I can only move as a man. You understand? Like, how I was taught and how I was raised and everything. And as a man, there's certain things that you don't do. And I honestly didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do the publicly speaking on him in a negative light, because first of all, that's somebody I really genuinely rock with and somebody I had respect for as an innovator in battle rap. He's really one of the godfathers of battle rap media. Like, Battle Rap Arena is his shit. You feel me? Like, Norbs jumped on his wave and attached himself to what Jesse was creating. You understand? Not the other way around. The same with Psycho. They jumped on what Jesse was doing. And just the way everything unfolded with Battle Rap Arena, as far as it ending up in the hands of the people who latched on to what he was doing, and things getting changed and stuff like that, they pretty much took his idea out of his hands and did things with it that they shouldn't have. And through the fall of Battle Rap Arena, everybody separate, go their own ways and things like that. Jesse comes to me. He comes to me because he see what I'm doing as far as blogging and everything. And he wants to air out his piece as far as what happened with Norb. So, he does the interview on camera. He even tells me about other things that happened that, I won't get into publicly. But, he confides in me and he tells me all these things. And like I said, it's not stuff that I'm going to put out there, because I'm not, this is between them. This was all of they beef and stuff like that. So he's telling me all of these things. I already have my own issues with the guy as far as, stuff that happened with niggas trying to blackball the trap and everything. And with, just the things that he was telling me, it's like, it is what it is. I don't have no reason to fuck with this nigga. And then the fact that you telling me all these things about, him doing you dirty and shit is even more incentive of me to not fuck with him. And not even just that, but even, it coming up in conversation, personal conversation, him saying, yo, promise me you won't fuck with that guy. Promise me you won't do business with that guy. I'm like, yo, I don't have no reason to. You understand? Like, we've never had a reason to do business with each other. You feel me? So it's always been one of those type of things. And me and Jesse was rocking out with the NoMercyTV Podcast, doing our thing. I basically just got to a point where I had a lot going on as far as like, certain things changing with my job where I had to go and get, certain licenses and certification and everything. So the free time that I would normally have to do the podcast, which was my off day, I couldn't film because I had to be in a class for 8+ hours doing different stuff. Like, if you've ever worked a job where you have to have licenses and certifications, pretty much things get added on where you got to go get this, you got to go get that, you got to renew this, even though this wasn't being asked for previously, and things of that nature. So it's something that I can only do this on my off days, and so it's going to take up a big chunk of my time. Not to mention that, I got a whole life outside of that. I got a wife, I got family, and things of that nature. So I can't just jump right back into it. Like, I want to get everything sorted out. If I got to take a good 2 or 3 months and not really podcast and get all this stuff done for my job, which is my bread and butter, which is where I make my money, then I got to do that. It's going to be a little bit of a hold, and then we get back to work. And I explain this to him. You understand? And it's like, I do that, and one of Jesse's problems is that Jesse's an overthinker. Like, he sits in his house, and he's alone, I guess depressed, don't really have many friends, and like, media or doing shows, I guess, is like his escape from whatever stuff he has going on in his personal life. And he feels like he has nothing else to to get into. So it's like he feels like he has to attach himself to somebody else's shit in order to stay afloat. So he decides to call Norbs to quote unquote make peace so he can get on Norb's podcast, because he sees the views that Norbs is doing and he wants to be a part of that. Now, under certain circumstances, I wouldn't care. Why? Because if that's your man's and y'all genuinely rock with each other, then okay, do your thing. But it's not a genuine thing. You understand? Like, you're doing this, and I can attest to this because of conversations I had with Jesse. You understand? Talking to Jesse used to be a chore. You understand? It's annoying. Like, me as a person who blogs and stuff like that on the regular, I'm good with just putting out content. You understand? I'm not view chasing. I speak on the stuff that I speak on, and I put it out for the world to see. And that's really all that I do. I don't care if I get 100 views, 200, 2,000. Views don't change me as a person. It don't change me as a blogger. It's just, I enjoy speaking my mind on topics, and that's just what it is. And Jesse has this thing where he's so view hungry. He wants views, and he will always hit me and complain. But in the meanwhile, you're not doing anything to increase the views. Like, the podcast is all me. Like, it's my filming, it's my editing. I'm the one bringing the cameras, having to carry the cameras to and from the city to film and set them up and stuff like that. Like, this is my doing. You understand? Like, yeah, for the space that we were using, Jesse might have, we might have split the cost for that. But I mean, even that's like a little $30, $40 like that. Shit ain't really about nothing, And I'm not gonna sit here and sacrifice my integrity for views. We would try things such as getting certain guests. It would be issues because certain people can't make certain shows, and it's like, okay, cool. If we can't have a guest, then we just get some topics to talk about, and that's really all we need to do. I'm comfortable with creating content on my own without having to use somebody else. And that was always Jesse's problem. Like, all Jesse cares about is views. That's it. You know, he pretty much feels like nothing unless he has a 10,000 view counter next to his name on something. You know, and that's just not the way I operate. You understand? If you're going to be a person that, you know, you're chasing views, and this was a conversation and an argument that we used to get into all the time, and it became annoying. You know, you barely can even promote. Like, you don't know how to copy and paste links. You don't know how to screen record and post things on Instagram. Like, you really can't do anything to help further the situation. You understand? So you can't be complaining about views when you're not doing anything to help them. You understand? This ain't Battle Rap Arena where you got all these guests that Norbs is bringing on, and you're just sitting there, you know, helping conduct the interview, etc., etc. Like, you have to actually put in work. You understand? Like, when those people are gone and you have to actually do things on your own, you see the difference, you know. And when you're not satisfied with what you're doing over here, you decide to run back to the same person who you talked all this crazy shit about on my phone, you know. And it sounds crazy, like on some like what females do when it comes to niggas. Like, female fall out with her nigga, jump to the next nigga and be talking crazy about him, but then be right back fucking with the nigga. You understand? Like, it's one of those types of situations. And it's like with me, you know, pick a side, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't expect Jesse to understand that, because Jesse's not from the street. He not, you know, like, he even the morals that I learned growing up, it's clear that he doesn't, you know, understand that type of thing. So it's like, he's gonna go and get on Norb's phone and, you know, try to quote unquote make peace. But if you're making peace to make peace, then do that. But when you're making peace just so that you can be a part of what he has going on, because, like, that's being a leech, that's being a vulture, you know. And I'm not mad at it, because at the end of the day, me and Jesse wasn't doing the podcast anyway. Like, we were on the break, you understand. But I still have plans of getting it back moving. And I told him, you know, just be patient. Like, you know, you sitting in the crib, depressed and all alone, and feeling like you're nothing without, you know, doing the show. It's like, damn, like, if this shit that serious to you, do it on your own. If you're Jesserican, if I'm telling you, yo, and I've been trying to instill this within Jesse throughout my communication with him. Yo, you're Jesserican, like, you're one of the godfathers of battle rap media. Like, you started a lot of this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're the reason a lot of these outlets, you know, are what they are. You know, you were the first one to do an online radio show and this, that, and the third. So it's like, you shouldn't be the one that's trying to latch on to other people's shit in order to survive. It should actually be the other way around. You understand? Like, I didn't bring Jesserican on my show for views, because if that was the case, the first time he came on, he would have got kicked off. Like, we don't get crazy views like that. But I appreciate the chemistry we have and the perspective we have on different topics. But at the same time, you know, you calling me, and then even with the stuff he says about Norbs on the phone, you know, I'm not gonna put none of that shit out there. But I'm the type of person, if I don't fuck with somebody, I don't talk about them. You understand? I don't go searching for stuff they doing. I don't comment on stuff that they doing. Like for example, when I felt like world star hip hop became a detriment to our people, and it was only showcasing us fighting and doing dumb shit and stuff like that, you know what I did? I stopped going to the site. I didn't go online posting about how I feel world stars doing this, that, and the third, etc., etc. I didn't do none of that. You know what I did? I just stopped visiting the website. I erased it from existence, like within my realm of, my consciousness. You understand? I don't go to your website. I don't watch nothing from there. That's just what it is. So when I don't fuck with people, I do the same thing. I was at the PGs with where Dre Dennis battled Lex Luthor. Norbs was there, but I didn't talk to the nigga. I didn't greet him or nothing like that. I just moved in and just was there. You understand? Like, I don't mind coexisting in the same space with people I don't fuck with. I just don't acknowledge them, and I don't have to. You understand? I'm completely comfortable in life doing that. But so, when it came to talking to Jesserican, it's like every time we spoke, he would bring up Norbs. Norbs did this. Back in the day, Norbs did this. And it's like, it's not even anything that they have currently going on. Like, if y'all haven't done a show in 4 years, what is the reason that you constantly bringing up Norbs on my phone? And he would bring up, well, Norbs is doing these views and things of that nature. And it's like, bro, like, I don't want to keep talking about that, man. You understand? Like, there was times I had to hang up on Jesse and, like, block his number type shit because, son, you might call me 9 o'clock at night when I'm getting ready for work. And you're calling me to talk about this, man. I don't even want to hear the nigga name on my phone. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for what? I don't have nothing. Like, I have no energy towards that man. Like, I don't have no negative energy. I don't have no positive energy. It's like I'm one of them niggas. There's 3 places that you can be with me. You can be positive, you can be negative, or you can be absolute zero. If we're not in the positive, absolute zero is the place you want to be with me. You don't want to be in the negative. Negative means I'm on you, I'm planning on doing something to you, etc., etc. So, with Norbs, and it's been like this for a while, he's been absolute zero. I just have nothing to say to him, about him. He just, like, doesn't exist to me. I have no energy to spend on talking or thinking about the guy. And with Jesse always constantly bringing the guy up, it's just like, yo, son, like, why do you insist on wanting to talk about this nigga? Like, you think I'm going to rally up on the phone with you and be like, yeah, fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga. No, I don't even have that type of energy towards him. I don't want to talk about the man. You understand what I'm saying? And if Jesse is the official nigga, he'll tell you, like, he'll tell you about these phone conversations and how every time he try to bring the nigga up, I didn't want to talk about him. Like, I will dead hang up my phone on you. Do not call my phone bringing that man up. We have nothing to talk about. I don't engage in any business or anything with the nigga. You're not doing any shows or nothing with him. So, like, what are you still talking about him for? So to me, it's clear that Norbs was always just a thing that was, like, just on his mind all the time. Like a old ex-girlfriend or something like that. And I want Jesse to be great. You understand? I want him to do his thing, like, even if it's not with me. And that's one of the things I'm always about with people. You understand? Like, I've dealt with females before that we might have had to break things off, but overall, like, if you're a dope individual or you're a dope human, I want you to be successful. Even if it's not doing that with me. So go do your thing, but just don't be a sucker about it. And the thing is, when I'm looking at it in retrospect, I almost feel like I was used in a way. You understand? Because when shit was sour with y'all, you coming over here, you spewing all this negative shit about the man and constantly wanting to talk about him and shit like that. And I say, yo, we got this thing that we working on. I helped you get Battle Rap Arena. I at least tried to help you get Battle Rap Arena back and moving. You understand? Told you what the deal was. If I'm gonna be full time with this shit, then it's certain things that I'm gonna need. You said you couldn't make those things happen, so I said, yo, let's do this. I'm about to start doing new things with No Mercy TV. You could come be a part of what I got going on if what I need for Battle Rap Arena ain't suitable for you. And that is what he agreed to do. So we've been rocking out since then. And the whole time it's still been the trying to bring up Norbs and, things of that nature, But then the first opportunity you get, you going back and fucking with the nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, I want the nigga to be great, but bro, be great on your own. Like, start your own shit. Stop trying to latch on to everybody else shit and do what you do. You understand? But going forward, y'all will not be seeing Jesserican on No Mercy TV no more. It's just it never again. Never again, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's all love, it's all support. Like I said, I want the nigga to be great, but the nigga already told me, that Norbs already told him that if he's gonna do Norbs at all, he can't do this podcast. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, he told me this himself. So I see him on a Norbs at all flyer. He on his Twitter promoting the Norbs at all show. So it's pretty much deadlocked that he won't be doing my show anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know what he told Norbs as far as what's going on over here, and quite frankly, I don't care. But it's just like don't come over here trying to steal the energy that I'm trying to create to keep yourself afloat for a little while. And because we go on like a little hiatus or something, and you feeling like nothing without YouTube views, that now you want to go over there back to, I guess, your little girlfriend or, whatever the case is. So, that's just my shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you already done called me yesterday and told me that you're mad that the nigga was back calling you Jesse the retard. Like, you just got back fucking with the nigga, and the main thing that you complained about, that you said you didn't like him doing, he's doing it again, and you're calling me complaining about it. Come on, son. So we're not gonna do that, man. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do the fence hopping shit. We're not gonna do the playing both sides shit. I'm just not with that. You understand me? So from this point forward, as far as the Mercy TV podcast goes, Jesserican is a complete dub. I doubt I'll be working with him on anything in the future. You understand? It's just working with him is a headache. You understand? Like, he just don't understand when to chill out on certain things. And like I said, I feel like it was a whole thing where he pretty much tried to use this energy to keep himself occupied. Like, it's one thing to be genuinely invested in something, but when things not going your way and you're going back to someone that you claim did you dirty or whatever the case may be, it's just like, it's desperation at that point. You understand what I'm saying? So that's really all I got to say about that. Salute salute to both of them, because I really have no beef with anybody, but it's just when certain things come out publicly, it has to be spoken on. You understand? Like, people are seeing that he's on the Nose It All flyer, and they seen that No Mercy TV podcast ain't been up, so people are wondering what's going on, whether it's some beef and it's like, nah, he chose to go do that, and he can go ahead and do what he wants. But he's, like I said, he's been told that he can't do the podcast anymore. So if he's gonna be a part of that, he can't do this. He's been told that by this guy. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not, and I don't want anybody to look at it on some like, Norb stole him from me type shit. Like, nah, this is all Jesse. I can tell you this was all Jesse. Norb was doing his podcast, having his guests on, and things of that nature on his own. And Jesse seen that. He don't really fuck with the nigga, but because the nigga getting views, he decides he wants to call him, make peace, and then be a part of his show. You understand? So that's some whole other weird obsession shit that I want nothing to do with. Like, that's straight weirdo activity. And when it comes down to the other stuff that Jesse told me, it's like, oh yeah, them niggas got some whole other type of fucking love affair going on. So I want no parts of that. You understand what I'm saying? So the podcast will be back. It's gonna be me and the wife, and that's just what it is. Like, me and her gonna rock out. She was against it at first because she's not used to being on camera and things like of that nature. Like, that's not really her lane. You understand? My whole reason for even wanting to do a show with her in the first place, like if you see some of the blogs, she's on them, is because I appreciate her perspective. The conversations we have off camera, on our personal time, like, I love talking to her because she's one of the, like, she's aware. She has a dope perspective. And it's like, when it comes to people in life that I've come across that, I have conversation with, people are stupid. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people are dumb. But her conversation is just amazing. Like, her perspective on things and her outlook on things, she isn't biased. When we talk about things that go on with women, she's not one of those people that's just on some, I'm just taking the woman's side just because. You understand? She's not one of those people. Like, she'll go against the female in a situation if the female is out of pocket. You understand? So that's one of the things I can appreciate about her. You have some women that just, no matter what a woman does, they're going to defend her just because she's a woman, and she's not one of those people. So that's one of the reasons I appreciate her. And it's so much more to her that I honestly feel like the world needs to be exposed to. You understand? So that's one of the reasons why I'm choosing to do the podcast with her. So, it's something that we're going to do from, the comfort of our own home. We're going to get it nice and looking right. And, yes, it's going to be a dope thing. It's pretty much going to be, NoMercyTV Podcast / Read Between the Lines. And that's just going to be the thing from here on, man. But, Jesserican, once again, will no longer be on the NoMercyTV Podcast. I can't keep doing the fence jumping shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, from me doing his interview that he wanted to do about the whole Battle Rap Arena shit, to trying to help him bring back Battle Rap Arena, to us doing No Mercy TV, and then to him being on NoMercy, like, it's clear that he doesn't know what he wants to do, and I don't have time to be, dealing with somebody who's going to be shaky and shit like that, you know what I mean? So, so that's just what it is. It was his decision overall. You understand me? It was his decision. When he first called me, I was tight about it, and I'm tight about it from the perspective of, yo, you've been telling me all this shit about this man and you don't rock with him and shit like that. But then you see that, he's getting views and, you want to make peace now? Like, it's just, I don't know. I can't bring myself to be that much of a, I don't even know what to call it. Like, it's a mix of jealousy / trying to be down. Like, it's a mix of all those things. Like, you don't rock with somebody, but you see the attention and the views that they're getting, and now you want to be a part of what they have going on. And even to the point that you'll be down with them, you'll jump ship from what you already had going, and you'll accept being called Jesse the retard and shit like that after you told me numerous times that you used to hate that. He did it again, and you called me and told me that he's doing it. You understand me? So, yeah, that's some other weirdo shit that I want no parts of. So, NoMercyTV Podcast. I'm out of here. I will be back really soon. Just let me, like I said, I got a whole bunch of stuff going on over, like, the closing out the summer. I got a vacation that we taking, that we're gonna be in Montreal. Then from there we going down to my bro wedding out in Philly. You understand? So got a lot going on over these next coming months. So we definitely gonna get the podcast back up and running, and it's gonna be dope as hell. I've still been dropping episodes, just to keep the podcast afloat, but It's gonna be a new direction for this thing, man. It's gonna be a new direction. It's gonna be a lot of topics getting spoke on. We're gonna continue bringing y'all truth and, you know, opinions from a logical standpoint and things of that nature, and a moral standpoint. And we just not taking shit from nobody. You feel what I'm saying? So, No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. Read between the lines, NoMercyTV Podcast, all that good stuff, man. We out of here.